Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Cartier Pasha de Cartier diver. You can see this stainless steel and rubber clad diving Cartier and purchase it on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen to see our full listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and of course complete pricing details for our sale of this Cartier. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you get a good sense of the scale of this watch and also a sense of its color and presence. This is one of the most masculine and malevolent Cartier watches I have ever encountered, and it's safe to say that short of the original bar-clad Pasha de Marrakesh design, this is quite possibly the most robust-looking Cartier sports watch, short of the recently unveiled Clasp de Cartier diver. This watch is special, and I think with its combination of rubber and steel accents, it has something going for it aesthetically. It has a gravitas that even the Clasp de Cartier diver can't quite match, and being a Pasha, it has that real tie to Cartier's history, not latter-day invented history. Now on my wrist, you can see 16 centimeters for a 40mm watch. This one wears nicely, and I'll let you in on a little secret. It's a bit bigger than 40. It measures about 40.5 across the round of the case from roughly 1 o'clock down to 7 o'clock. Now in terms of thickness, quite simply, it isn't. It's nice and slim. 12mm with a generously sloped conical dive bezel. This is a watch that, although, again, somewhat severe by Cartier standards aesthetically, can be worn easily underneath a tight sleeve or dress cuff. Now from lug to lug, the watch is easy to wear, only 48.5mm from extremity to extremity. It also features the signature hinge lugs of the model, so it wears very compact, I would say down to 14 centimeters in circumference. Your wrist is still going to be able to wear this watch with proportion and security. Now let's remove the double deployant trigger actuated clasp, and it is a remarkably massive clasp with swing arms of commensurate size. Given the heft and size of the watch, this almost feels like it's from a watch one size class larger. When closed, beautifully low profile. No partition point really visible, but twin trigger actuated, so it can't accidentally pop open. The rubber is thick, the coating is convincing, and you'll see on the flanks there's a gorgeous satin metallic finish to the metal. The contrast is fantastic and well done. Now a different kind of contrast can be seen on the case itself. First, those hinge lugs. You can see why I say this watch wears well on a small wrist. Look how easily you can pull this down, even pull it down and in. It's not going to flare past the extremity of your wrist if you do have a smaller wrist. This is a great watch, and the bracelet's held on by screws. Very secure, inspires confidence, appropriate to a sports watch. Now you'll note that the metalwork on the case itself and the bezel contrasts nicely. Satin on the flanks to match the bracelet links, and then on the top of the lugs and the bezel, all of high polish with lacquered inserts. Beautifully made. It's handsome, but it's also practical. With a luminescent index, this is an ISO 6425 compliant dive watch. There is an international definition of a dive watch, and this watch meets it. 100-meter water resistant with a constant seconds indicator and a unidirectional dive bezel that you can align with the minute hand, itself fully luminescent. Now you have a 0 to 60-minute impromptu timer for diving, for cooking eggs, the kids' time out, fish tacos on the grill, whatever you like. The watch has a beautiful dial, and you don't see too many black Cartier dials with a matte finish and very little differentiating guilloche texture. This is just incredibly clean, and there is only one real cut in the dial, and that's the trapezoidal date window right down there at 4:30. Now the center dial with its railroad track minutes and seconds scale is slightly raised from the plane of the dial, so it does have a different focal point to raise the eye. And just to be clear, it's beautifully luminescent, hours, minutes, and seconds in low or no light, with the stylized Arabic numerals fully luminescent with thick and glorious luminova. It's a handsome and fun watch, and of course, with the canteen crown, the Pasha hinges, and the sports watch intent, it's true to the original 1933 sports watch designed by Louis Cartier for the Pasha of Marrakesh. Underneath the signature canteen crown, an historic tribute that nevertheless remains quite functional. You can see the mini crown that's used for winding the watch, adjusting the time. It does hack, so if you pull this little crown out all the way, It's a good thing I haven't cut my nails today. You can hack the balance, halt the seconds hand, and synchronize to a reference time. There is also a quick set function for rapidly cycling the date. And inside, a glorious movement for a glorious brand, Cartier and Girard-Perregaux. It's a Girard-Perregaux 3000 series, so 26 joules, 4 hertz, or 28,800 vibrations per hour, a modern beat rate, like I said, hacking seconds in a quick set. It has a 46-hour power reserve, and thanks to the extraordinary slimness of the 3000 family, the watch is substantial, but it's not fat, it's not thick. It has that measure of refinement that you would expect of both GP and Cartier. You can see and you can purchase this versatile Cartier Pasha de Cartier diver, 40.5 millimeters in stainless steel and vulcanized rubber, on our website.